All right, and we're live. Welcome to the Martian Report, everybody. Been a while since I did a live stream. Hope you all are doing great. I mean, I'm quite happy. Look at this beautiful candle we got going on here. We're testing some interesting ranges right now, so I had to do a live stream. We broke a overhead resistance, just obliterated it, and we had this beautiful little symbolic retest of it even, where we tested it and then just rocketed it up to just over 21 cents. So yeah, had to come on live, see what everybody's up to. I know it's bright and early over there in the States, so probably won't have too many people hopping in the stream, but man, overdone. This might be the day anime becomes real, bro. This might be the day anime becomes real. I don't know, we'll see. I'm still holding my breath a little bit, you know, or not holding my breath, just until we need to break 21.5 really, for this to be like things are gonna get hot and bothered, you know. And then if we can break above 21.5, that'll put us in a new fib range, and then we'll want to see the price skyrocket from there up to 25.5 cents, which, you know, already, because we were so low, this already is almost a 10% gain. We're at like 9.1% up. So if we break out of this range and break above that 21.5, which would be a 10%, that to me would symbolize that we're going to see continuation, and that continuation would mean that that 10% is going to rather quickly turn into a 31% increase. And since it's like just bright and early over there in the States, this might be something that unfolds over the course of the day over there. It's Monday right now in the States, right? Yeah, Monday morning. So what is going on a Monday morning, start of the business week in the U.S.? This started at, let's move this out of the way here. So it started 2 hours ago at just before 3 a.m. U.S. time, Eastern Standard. Let's get the exact timestamp on this. So right now we're at 10:05, and this really started to go parabolic around 8:55. So an hour, really just an hour and 10 minutes ago. So at about 4 a.m., things just opened up. What's up, XRP Aussie? Hey, Martian from Australia. Hope a big rise. I'm already happy with what we're seeing right now. You know, it's not showing it as 10% there, but that's because I'm on the 5-minute chart. That's why. But considering, you know, when we come out here and actually look at what this is over a 24-hour cycle. Stop giving me ads. Nobody's gonna go click on that. 9:30. So let's go back to 9:30 on the 6th, and we'll see what this equates to. Oh, missed it. Yeah, so we're just about 10% up. I know that we're correcting right now, but this is like a pretty hot and bothered bump, you know? So I think it's good. Attila from Hungary. We got people from all over the world tuning in. The UK. Good morning from the UK. How's it going, Divendir? Let's go. Let's get to 10 pounds. Oh man, I'll lose my mind if we go 10 pounds. You're Canadian. Can you ever forgive me? Well, you did say sorry, didn't you? So I guess I can forgive you, yeah. What are you doing up so early over there, Starius? It's like bright and early. You must be on your way to that 9 to 5 job you got. Or is it like more like a 6 to 5, I guess, right? Someone got to work and plugged in the XRP machine, right, Paolo? That's what I'm thinking. Somebody's just like, oh yeah, we forgot to plug this in all year. That's why the price has been going down. Oops, my bad. Why is XLM so pegged to XRP? Likely because the biggest whale in XLM has a fat chunk of XRP as well, so he can trade them against each other and make XLM look like a legitimate project by trading them against each other like that, you know. The perks of being a massive whale in two tokens, right? Maurice Markhand, how's it going? What's up from Europe? What parts of Europe you from? We got the UK, we got Hungary in the house. Nigel Brown, what's up, bro? Nice to see you in the stream. Been a while. Yeah, it's been ages since I did a live stream. I don't even remember how to do live streams properly, guys. So forgive me. I'm gonna be like all over the place here. I did drop a bit of a chart for y'all. So we're gonna do like a little look back in the past and see what's going on here. See if this is anything different than what we've seen. And spoiler alert, it's a bit different than what we've seen in the past, right? So here are our previous trends. This is a lot to look at in like the day chart, right? So we're gonna zoom in on this just to make sense of it. So hopefully the sound's good, but yeah, I'm just a goldfish Aussie XRP Aussie. Indeed, Nigel, glad to be doing a live stream for a change. Glad to be given a reason to do a live stream. The price finally given us something to appreciate, right? So when we went back all the way, I go back all the way back here to the December, January bull run when we first went up to $3. Here was our resistance we set on December 15th, December 14th. We created a resistance at this, and that lasted until we broke below it on January 16th after our rally. And that's what ended this Fibonacci zone. And that's why after we broke this, it was basically assured that we were going below the 236 because we broke below the 0.5 strongly and retraced heavily below the 382 even. So we are going to test the 236, and thus that set us into a new fib range. And so that's what we see here, why I set a new fib here and also looked for a new trend to form. Now, because of this, we expected that we should have tried to return to test the 7.5, the 0.7, or the 0.78 rather, and we did right here. But it didn't rally back up to the even up at the 1, and so we corrected back. And we also have this new low range that I had to set up, and this was where everybody was looking to retrace to back then as to 36 cents after this breakdown of here. And so it fished for it, came back up, tested our trend line, and when it broke below, we knew that it was going to go back down, and sure enough, it did. And then it tested it, it held that a little bit and fell below, and this is August of last year where it dumped down, and thus we enter into a new lower fib range. So a new lower fib range sets up, and this is when we had our 300% gain back in September, right? Or 100. It's showing 188% here, but I feel like it was more than that. I thought it was almost 300%, but maybe it was just too short of a bump for that to actually recognize it. Maybe this isn't showing. Yeah, I thought we were at 23 cents. But at any rate, over nearly 200% price rise in September when we came up out of the red zone in here. It still wasn't enough. We couldn't maintain it, but it did put us into this sideways trend for honestly nearly a year. You know, we went from September 2018 to July of 2019, and the price just stayed consistent in this range, right? But of course, we tested our overhead support after only one test of the resistance, or the resistance. We tested our overhead resistance rather, and came back down to our support range. We broke below our support range, so we rode it for a little bit before falling back below into the trend we're in now. Now's where things get weird, and the reason I walked you through that is because something you'll notice when I zoom out, each of these is either a descending triangle or a symmetrical triangle up to this point, right? All these have been, this one was obviously a descending, and that was because there's already kind of premeditated that it was going to go lower into this, but there was still the possibility of a recovery and return, but it painted itself into the descending wedge when it resisted here. And this is an equal or a symmetrical triangle here, and then this one from last year into this year, or into 2019, was a symmetrical triangle as well, right? But then when we broke below our support here in August, a new type of shape took form, one that we haven't seen on the long-term trend, and that is a descending wedge. And a descending wedge is actually bullish, because that means that momentum in the downward direction is not sustainable in this manner, because there's not been a sharp recovery. And this is why, like, for the past several days of videos, and over a week now really, of videos, you know, even though I've not been giving projections of where the price is going to go up, I've been saying that now is the best time to be buying. And if you bought while I've been saying the last 2 weeks that now's the best time to be buying, guess what? You'd be happy. You're up 10% if not more, right? I mean, I think if you bought on half of these days, you'd be up almost 14%, right? So it's a great start to our week, Maud. Great start to the week. This daily candle is gorgeous. If we can close this daily candle above 20 cents, keep it above 20 cents for the daily, then that's going to spell a beautiful week ahead of us, likely seeing us climb back to 24 cents, maybe even 25. If we can, I'd be happy with 24.5, 24.98 right here, but then we're going to correct, obviously. But I'd be happy with that, because that, again, would equal almost 30%, or just over 30% return on everything that all of us who did dollar cost average in here purchased down in this range, right? So if we resist at the 25 cent when we climb up to it this week, then, you know, everybody will know to take a little bit of profit off of what they sold down here and look for a re-entry point, right? Not financial advice, obviously. I'm just kind of like talking out loud about what my strategy will be here based upon this current move. Let's see here. I'll hop in the chat real quick, though, because I've been rambling for a little bit. Be good to see more walking around in Malaysia for live streams. R-Star, I can't do... I don't have good enough signal to do live streams walking around in Malaysia, I don't think. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. I have been gathering a little bit of footage here and there, though, so like just little B-roll clips. So at some point, I'll do a montage of all that to just share the scenery of the places that I've walked around with y'all, and I'll talk about it'll be like for like some video where I just have a rant or a tangent that I want to go on. But for now, I've just been focusing on the news for y'all, and I really want to get back in the live stream. It's just kind of hard to keep the timing for all that, like get all the timing sorted out for all that. So that's why I haven't really. But like the fact that most of my viewers I know that a lot of people in the community right now are in Europe, but most of my viewers are US based, so I try to like figure out a schedule around that. But maybe I'll start streaming more around European hours, you know? Right now, I am in Sabah, Malaysia. Zong Yong Lim. ETH looking good, ATM. The whole market is looking good, actually. Let's pull up coin market cap right quick. Hopefully you guys can actually see. Yeah, you should be able to see everything on the screen right now. But yeah, the whole market's not looking too bad. I mean, Bitcoin's climbing, ETH is climbing pretty nice. It actually looks like it's preparing for a parabolic run, because it looks like it's climbing even or ever more rapidly, right? What XRP is doing is just silliness right now, but it's good silliness, and it's needed silliness. We should have been climbing for a long while. John Edwards, thank you, brother, so much, and glad you enjoyed the content. UK based here, Julian, appreciate you tuning in from across the ocean. Well, I guess now across the continent from me, since I'm not in America anymore. But yeah, fly to Penang. Let's meet. I might be traveling to Malaysia Peninsula, in March. So we'll see we'll see. I'll let you know whenever everything actually lines up, Young. Maybe we can meet up. Do you think this is the start of the bull run? Mariam, it's a bit early to say this is the start of the bull run, but it's a nice bullish candle, and I think that there's a very good chance, because of where it moved to, that we should see continuation to about 25 cents. That's where I'm calling now. That said, it's just still too early to call that it's going to be the bull run starting, right? And if it is the bull run, going up to 25 cents and then correcting back to 21, that'll be it before, and going flat and maybe even getting a bounce back at 20 from 21. That to me would be a good indication that we're at least reversing trend from the bear trend, right? But we have to, for this to really confirm that this current descending wedge is done, we have to break above 25 cents. We have to break above this green line here. Otherwise, it's not on. This is just like a relief rally if it doesn't break above that. But yeah, I'm hopeful. Andrew Parker, hi all. Great fib analysis. I've managed to build my XRP up to, wow, fantastic, bro. Hopefully that's not your real name though, Andrew. Because you I get that, I get that a lot of people are really careful. Most people hold their crypto on cold wallets, but at the same time, it's never wise to disclose how much you have. Just for your own safety kind of sake, I'm gonna remove your comment, Andrew. But that's awesome that you've managed to accrue so much, bro. Good on you. And yeah, diversification. For those who aren't I don't know. I guess I am intent on diversifying, but at the same time, I just can't it's to me, when I look at diversifying right now in this market, it's do I diversify into projects that I don't see nearly as much potential return, or do I just go hard into the one that I see as the golden goose? You can buy a dozen golden gooses, or you can buy one golden goose and 3 chickens and 2 ducks, right? So, or maybe you can buy 100 chickens, 2 golden goose, or 1 golden goose and a duck. Or you can buy 2 golden gooses. I think I take 2 golden geese over 100 chickens and a golden goose, right? Because that's just more gold. Eggs aren't that valuable, Counter trend rally at this point. Yeah, at this point, it's still too early to really call anything, Maurice. I agree. I'm just excited to see a strong green day after, what has it been? Nearly a month of nothing, right? Nearly a month of sideways action. And it's a break to the upside too. So that's always nice. I mean, it's not a major break up yet, but in the scheme of things, when you look at the overall trend, this is good because, so what we can expect to see, I'll give you a drawing, right? We should expect to see it come up to about here. This would be good, right about here. And then correct back, tag this at 19, right? Just below 20 again. Everybody will be like, oh man, it's going back down. But instead, it'll bounce off of this. It'll treat this, what would have been resistance, as support, and it'll bounce, and then we should see it climb back here. And hopefully by the end of January, we can try and test 27 and maybe come back down and test like that. This would be optimal. This would be the optimal bull rally, and it could take a while. Right? It's not gonna. I don't expect this to happen overnight. But this is what I'd like to see over the course of basically the next month. We'll see how that plays out. I'll leave this up for the next month. We'll see if it's accurate or not. But who knows? Maybe this will collapse back down because, we're all pessimists in the space. But that's also a bullish sign when most people are skeptical of any kind of price rally. That's usually when it happens. Cue today's 10% pump. I don't think anybody was expecting a 10% pump. Most people in the comments on all my videos have been like, it's going to dump down to 10 cents. I'm like, that don't make sense. Not even like from a technical analysis perspective does 10 cents make sense, but whatever. You do you. But yeah, it's bullish sentiment. Overall good stuff. I'd like to buy that for $1. Buy what for $1? It's going to $1. Buy more right now before it's more expensive. I mean, that's really the idea, Josh. Buy low, sell high, right? I mean, it's anybody that's done their research in the space, and again, not financial advice, but anybody that's actually really thoroughly researched what the level of success Ripple has already seen and the direction that they're going and banks are going in regards to XRP, like it's a no-brainer that XRP is going to surpass its previous all-time high, and that right now is a 20x potential on its current price, and that's just returning to its previous all-time high. We know it's going over that. Martian, could you do a stream in that voice? In what voice? Oh, in the I already forgot the derp voice I did. It was a derp voice, but yeah. I could do it a whole stream, buddy. Maybe. No. What's up, Play Chisel Tip? How's it going, bro? Been a while. Yeah, it's been... It is nice to see something to finally give us hope. Shoo! What's up, my dude? Standard Volt, good evening from the Philippines. One of the first corridors. Indeed, dude. I'm actually pretty close to you in the Philippines right now. One of my housemates was actually spent like a week and a half in the Philippines. I heard you guys got hit pretty hard with a hurricane or a typhoon, I guess. I guess it'd be like 3 weeks ago now. Paula Hugo's, you're right, RoboCop. Was that what it was? Was it a RoboCop voice? I don't even know. Oh wait, whose quote was from RoboCop? I missed it. I'm getting lost with the comments now. I miss your live stream, watching the charts like a hawk tonight in Korea. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an exciting night. It's gonna be an exciting day for America, hopefully. For a change, Americans actually are waking up to green instead of going to bed to a green chart. So maybe this was like Japan. This could have been Japan before the end of the day. Maybe that's what it was. Japan wrapping up the work week or their Monday, going live before they went home. Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to see. John Edwards, Martian, watched that Area 51 clip last night with George Knapp, Bob Lazar. Oh yeah. Oh dude, that was a trip. I loved memeing on all the Area 51 people. It was fun. Unfortunately, it totally screwed my analytics up. Because since so many of my, I got almost 5,000 subscribers from that, and so since none of them are interested in XRP, when I went back to talking about XRP, since most of them didn't watch any of my videos, I think that might be what screwed up my analytics and why a lot of people weren't getting notifications that I was going live or making videos or anything. And I think that might be why my view count and everything kind of got screwy for a long while. Which kind of defeated me in many ways. So that's why it was also hard for me to keep making content, because I was just noticing that nothing was getting any traction. But yeah, Blake Allen, absolutely, brother. You got to stay positive. Gotta stay positive. Yeah, that and sexiest standard volt. Volt? Standard volt. I don't know what you mean. Keep your expectations low. We're still below the recent resistance. If you pull back 1 day candles, yeah, we're still below the. It depends on what resistance you're looking at, because we broke above our. Oh no, I think you said 1 day. So yeah, the 1 day resistance. Yeah, we're still below that. Though it depends, like, cause like if you go from our top up here even. No, that wouldn't work. That where I had it before was actually probably, maybe even. But either way, that one's actually seems more legit, because that's where we actually like had a breakdown, and we had multiple tests of this range too. If I can set this back where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I'm waiting for 30 cent personally. Well, you're going to be waiting for a while, because it's going to be at least a month before that happens. It's going to be I'm expecting a slow climb back up. If we rocket back up to 30 cents, I will be so skeptical of anything, to be honest. It should not rocket. Especially not from this range. Like, no, it's got so much work to do to get back into the 30 cent range. Like, it's going to be March before we get 30 cents again, probably. Oh, 23. Yeah, 23. I'd like to see 23, like, even by like the middle of the month, honestly. Depending on how this leg plays out, how quickly this current like jump up we're getting plays. We could, depending on how bullish this week is, like if we see continuation through this week, we'll be at 23 cents. But it just depends on how momentum continues. It could absolutely happen this week too, because on the daily RSI, we're only at 56 right now. So we could absolutely skyrocket up to 69.70 on the RSI, and that would put us to 23 cents right then and there. Yeah, the damn dirty 30 resistance. Yeah, that 30 is going to be a nightmare, I'm sure, but we'll see how it plays out. To be fair though, if we break above 24 cents, above 24, 25 cents, depending on how quickly it rises, then in that scenario, I say that we're just going flat, and that the bears are dead. The bears got liquidated, because if it goes above that, like if it goes above this line, most all bears are liquidated. They're done. They're gone. They're going to be raging like little crybabies. Like they're going to be raging harder than the bulls did back in January, like what is it, January 24th, when the XRP bubble burst, right? Like it's gonna be glorious to listen to them. It'll launch through those ranges, hopefully, Josh. But we've seen enough false rallies over the course of the last few years to hamper almost everybody. Go Navy, go XRP. Ooh yeah, Steve Willits. Let's see. If you tried to tell them about XRP, they would have thought you was chanting about another planet and you're a Martian. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, I remember the 30s. You're from you were alive in the 30s, holy moly? Oh man. Oh, you mean the 30 cent range? Yeah, I know. I remember it like it was last year. Oh wait, it was all last year, wasn't it? Or is it only going up now? I think that we could see a retrace to 19 at some point in the next week or so, or maybe even sooner, depending. But I think you get a re-entry at around 19.5 cents. I wouldn't say as low as 19, because 19 even's pretty low. But 19.5, 19.3. Yeah, like even right here, like 19.5 is probably a good range to expect to be able to re-enter. That's assuming that we're setting a higher low going into a new higher high on the short term. So obviously this could be a false rally and the price could just collapse after it sits up here for a little while, you know. Savvy TV, I'm not selling all my XRP ever. It's new money. It's the new money of the new age. So I will hold a large portion, at least 50% of my bags I'll hold till I die and leave that XRP to my children or grandchildren and their children, kind of thing. Because, you know, it's like a lot of people don't think about this, but Jeff Bezos is the richest man on the planet, not because he has the most money on the planet, but because he has the most shares in the most valuable company on the planet. Right? Like, you guys get that, right? Jeff Bezos isn't selling his shares of Amazon. It doesn't matter how valuable Amazon is. He's not selling his shares because that's why he's rich. That's why he's rich. Because unlike most morons in the world, smart people, smart money doesn't sell a good investment. They just hold it. And then shave a little off the top when they want to buy a new super yacht, you know? But yeah, I've made videos about like what that kind of allude to my exit points for like how I'll take profits here and there, depending on like when and where, how the price moves. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just kind of depends. What would I think the lowest price this year for XRP is? I think the lowest price for XRP in 2020 would be 18.4 cents. I think that's the lowest price XRP will see in 2020. 18.4 cents. Yep. In other words, I think that the bottom's in. I think this was the bottom. Now if I'm wrong and this isn't the bottom, oh, stop with your ads, enough. I'm not getting pro. Now if that's not the bottom, then this is the bottom. And so if this is the bottom, then probably 16 cents will be the bottom. And that would kind of make sense, actually. But yeah, that'd be the lowest we see in 2020, and that'll happen relatively soon. And then I think from there it's all flat and up and flat. You know, like 2020 is gonna look like this. It's either gonna be 2020 is either gonna be like wall, right? That's 2020. Or 2020 is gonna be like whoop, right? It's gonna be beautiful. We'll see $1 by the end of 2020 if it plays like that, right? But who knows? It's anyone's guess what really plays out. You know, nobody's got a fortune or a crystal ball. I'm not a fortune teller. I'll read your palm for 50 XRP. You know, just send me your picture of it. Make sure you get really good close-up image of your fingerprints too. Especially, and make sure you label the one that you use for your smart logins to your Uphold or your bank account or whatever, so that I can really like get a good prediction on like what your fortune will be like in the coming years. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You're gonna sell all your XRP for $3. Well, I hope you're selling it for something other than dollars, because the dollar is going away. And this is why maybe hopefully you're selling it for gold or silver, you know, something smart, not property in the largest housing bubble in the history, right? Not stocks, in the greatest stock bubble in history, right? Like, what are you selling into? Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I think the difference between that kind of like, it's just a difference between mindsets on where the world's going, though. You know, for me, I think that the dollar is done. I think that the Pax America, which is the current, economic model or economic center which we revolve around right now, is the U.S., aka Pax America. Before that, it was Pax Britannia, which was Britain, and before that, I think it was France, or I can't remember who it was before England right now, but we're getting ready to enter into a new age, and it's either going to be an age of Pax Asia, where it's going to be like China at the center of the global financial system, or it's going to be Pax Crypto, Cryptopia. I don't even know what they'll call it. They'll have to Pax Technica, right, for technology, or blockchain, essentially. Dollars are going away, though. I have gazillions of XRP and will sell them at $3. Really? Gazillions? Well, I think you'd be pretty foolish to sell a gazillion XRP at $3, because you won't cash that much out. You'll be selling the first million XRP at $3, and then you'll be selling the next million at like 50 cents because you blew up the market. But good luck with that. Yeah, the world news right now is crazy. They're definitely not IPOing. Everybody that thinks that Ripple's going to IPO, like, no, it's not happening. Ripple has so much money, it's not even funny. There's no reason for them to. They'd be giving up all their fiscal power, or their independence to IPO. That makes no sense. 0 sense is made from them IPOing. However, by the time they do IPO, it will be at a time I expect XRP to be higher, and the stock will be lower than fair. I don't think that they'll ever IPO. Swift isn't IPO'd. No. Why would they? That doesn't make sense. Swift's not an IPO. Why, if Swift didn't IPO after 6 or 50 years, why would Ripple? Ripple is replacing Swift day by day. There's no reason for them to. They have all the money. When XRP moons, there will be even less reason for them to IPO, because they will be all the money. They'll be like 40% of the money in the world, aside from whatever it is that they have, allotted to other people. Yeah, they were just stupid rich in 2017, and they're still stupid rich today. Their company's currently, a private company, is valued at $10 billion. That is just absurd, especially for a startup company. Like, they are so loaded, they don't even know what to do with that money, kind of thing. Right? That's why they're giving money away to all these like startup projects that they're trying to fund to go and keep up. Yeah, there's no reason for it. Yeah, basically, Jack Rogers, I'd love to see that. Swift partnering with Ripple to implement XRP. That will be game over. Probably early on. I mean, they probably would have needed funding. It just would have been from private financial institutions, just like what Ripple is receiving now, Yeah, I think it's more assimilation. They'll either buy Swift, or Swift will assimilate Ripple's product line and essentially just become like a puppet of Ripple. When Moon, when Lambo, who knows? 2021. That's what I'm sticking to. I've been saying 2021 since I started the channel, so 2021 moon. Jack Rogers, Swift is knocking on our door. It's kind of like they don't need the series funding, I would imagine. Yeah, it's probably, the funding was more so probably just from somebody wanting to be in their good graces, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd expect, to be honest. Isn't Swift on R3? Yes, they are, Stefan, and that's a good point to make too. Resistance is futile. Resistance is absolutely futile with a chart like this. Oh my god, look at it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, it's still going up. It hasn't gotten back to its previous high yet though, has it? Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Guys. 3 white knights. Watch them climb. 3 white knights. There they go. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. That is so awesome. It just keeps going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. And going and going and going. Let's see. What are we up now? What are we up now? Ah, guys, we broke 10%. We broke up 10%. Ooh. We're so close to breaking this out of the this fib range. Oh my gosh, stop. I don't want the ruler. So close. I think that's where I said, right? 2 1. That's basically where I want to see it get up to. So let's see if it breaks that. That's beautiful. We're going to watch the minute candle because this is just exciting. This is exciting, guys. Exciting. 21.3. Whoa, XRP Matt Moreau. Thank you so much for the 5 Australian. Have a drink on me, my friend. We're going moon, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Hell yeah, bro. It is rocketing tonight. This is good. Yeah, right? Shoot, they can't even say that XRP is booming because of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin ain't doing crap. What is ETH following at all? Is ETH following? ETH is kind of following in line. It's starting to pick up a little. It's starting to pick up a little. Meanwhile, Stellar, it's like it's trying to pretend that it's XRP right now. It's like, we're up 6.39%, guys. We're up 6.39. Chainlink testing, looking like it's wanting to test $2. Let's check out Chainlink real quick on the. I haven't looked at Chainlink in a minute. Okay, so yeah, it's been range bound basically all month. Okay, that's not impressive. Not impressed. Never mind. And then a lot of people were. Oh, okay. So did anybody else catch on to Omni going down? So yet Omni chain. Oh wait, this isn't. Yeah, this is Omni. So Omni project is now abandoned, and yet the day that they announced Omni's abandoned, it like almost doubled in price. It's up 60%. Yet they just announced that it's dead in the water now. Like what? Look at these movements. These don't even make sense. Like what the hell? Hey guys, you want to make some crazy money or lose crazy money? Go invest in Omni. Where's it even trading? I'm being facetious, by the way. You should not take financial advice from me, and this is probably like terrible. Okay, it's on Bitfinex and Poloniex. With the USD trading pair on Bitfinex and BTC, and only BTC Omni on Poloniex. Yeah. I'll stick with the XRP. Let's see. Do you think this is from PayPal Zoom plus RIA ODL rumors? I did hear about that, Ragox, and so that is potential too, right? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know that ODL will. Sorry for the noise if you're hearing some like feedback. I'm moving my mic. But I don't know that ODL is going to have an impact, to be completely honest, because XRapid should honestly not affect the price. It should only affect the volume, at least early on. We shouldn't see ODL doing anything but preventing XRP from really dumping. But for getting a bit tired. But for ODL to actually have a, like, it's going to have a neutral impact on the price. It won't have a positive or a negative one. So, like, really what that does is it prevents individuals from really, like, suppressing the price. But it also, in the same way, kind of prevents people from, like, pumping it. So I feel like it's something else. I feel like it's something else that's causing it other than ODL, to be fair. Currently buying more. Guys, you're buying a pump. You don't buy the pump. What are you doing? Wait for it to correct first. Or buy the dip, at least. Buy the temporary dips. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I thought you guys knew better. Omni sounds like an outdated 90s TV channel. Yeah. Well, Omni was supposed to be a metro transit utility token. And it was like one of the first projects Ripple backed. But they canceled it. They shut their doors yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday or Friday maybe. And they're not opening up again. They're done. So there's a lot of people in chat for the longest time during live streams. They were trying to pump, or they were trying to plug Omni and get me to, like, promote it. And I was just like, I wasn't really about it because I didn't know much about it. But then, like, I don't know. And I'm kind of glad I didn't really plug it because now it's a dead project and I would have felt really bad. Kenny Reynolds, what's up, bro? Yeah, but what if this is the moonshot, lol? Well, if this is the moonshot, then you should have had your bags filled to begin with, right? Like, you should have been set already because XRP was down to freaking it was down to like 17 cents at one point, all right? If you didn't load up when it was below 18 cents here, then, you know, that was your own fault. What were you doing with your life? Why were you crying on a pillow because you were being given the buying opportunity of a lifetime? No, you should have bought then, and now you'd be up like, 14, 15%. Still going. Savvy TV report needs a coin recommendation for profit in 1 year. Savvy TV, I can't recommend a coin that you're gonna make a profit on in 1 year with any kind of reliability. You can't ask anybody that and expect anybody honest to give you a reliable or a valid answer. It's just that this market is extremely volatile. The prices, regardless of what token you're talking about, will remain irrational longer than most anybody can remain solvent. And it doesn't matter what fundamentals are going on behind it or what not fundamentals are going on behind a project. They just move because they want to move. That's why, I really don't believe that this is on-demand liquidity, because we've had ODL coming through for freaking months. We've had the craziest, most amazing good news of all time has come out about XRP over the course of the last 6 months, and yet look at this thing. 6 months, we're ignoring like this beautiful pump we're having right now. Over the course of 6 months, we've had nothing but just splendid, beautiful, amazing, orgasmically good news, and yet since June, off a cliff. Why? Makes no sense. Makes no damn sense. Since June, we have found out that FedNow is plugging into XRP. We've found out that the European Central Bank is looking into RippleNet. We found out so many organizations, so many massive financial institutions are going live to utilize not just RippleNet, but XRP, and yet this is what happens. Yeah, nobody can predict what's going to happen, bro. Like, I wish that was possible. I wish that investors actually, like, played the markets intelligently, as in, when you get good news, people buy. When you get bad news, people sell. But that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't work that way. We're in a bear market, and so somebody could sneeze over at Ripple, and the price is going to drop 10% because they got a cold. But they announced the same day that Bank of America is going to buy 10 billion XRP out of supply, and it's still going to dump 10%. It's going to dump another 10% because fake news. Oh, you're hype. Oh, you're drinking hopium or smoking hopium or whatever, right? Like, the markets make no sense. So nobody can really say what's going to do really well over the next year. I'm fully expecting to see great returns on XRP, especially with the range that we're in. Like, I think that XRP could see a 1 to 200% return from its current range. In other words, I think that from right where we're at, we could see XRP go to 40 to 60 cents at some point over the course of the next year. Chisel, how are you down 33%, bro? Have you not been dollar cost averaging? I think you need to start dollar cost averaging bigger chunks down here in these lower ranges. Also notice how ETH is outperforming BTC or BTC as well. Is ETH following XRP? Kind of looks like it is a little bit, doesn't it? Good stuff. God, FML, why did I just buy a 10%? You FOMO'd, Jack. You FOMO'd, bro. That's why. Wow, what a candle. I know, it's a gorgeous candle. I mean, that beautiful 3-hour candle. But, like, I love seeing this ramp right here. I'm just hoping that it continues. That was supposed to be me. Whomever bought when it touched below 18 cents should be smiling. Bimo, why do you think I'm berating the people who are buying right now and, like, telling them that they should have been buying over the, like, last 2 weeks when I've been kind of screaming on my channel that you should be buying? He's a scammer though, so hard to believe. Yeah, true, Shu. What did you say, Shu? I missed what Shu said that O'Hare said's true. I'm down 20%. Your DCA is 26 cents. Did you not buy, like, this big dip you were given? I mean, that's how I always play. Whenever I'm down, whenever my dollar cost average is negative, that's when I buy. And I try to, like, dollar cost that entry in case it slides further during that. So, like, I originally bought this dip at 21 cents, or maybe it was this one. I thought it was going to stop at 21, 22. So I bought at 21, and then it dumped harder, and it kept going, and it came back up, and I was like, oh, okay, we're going to recover. And then it dumped again, and so I bought again down here. I think I bought it 19 first, and then I got in again over here on the 25th on Christmas, yeah, at around 18.6, somewhere around there. So I'm still, I think overall I'm still negative. I haven't actually averaged yet to figure out what my new DCA is since I've entered in both of these positions, but I think I'm probably down like maybe 10%, maybe 15%, something like that. But I mean, again, I'm here for the long haul. I'm not worried. Just keep loading up while it's below your entry. We're looking good as long as BTC doesn't dump to 3K. Yeah, I'd like for BTC to just dump to zero, to be honest. I just want BTC to die. Just be done with it. It's crap technology. It's archaic. It's not being updated because the Bitcoiners are just idiots. Bitcoin maxes are just idiots, and they don't even understand what's good for their own network, and so Bitcoin will die because it will never scale. Because Lightning is a hopium pipe dream. It's never happening. Can you imagine XRP running the whole crypto market? I can't just imagine it. I expect it to happen, Jack. I mean, it's already like... No, I hate Bitcoin. It's fucking China coin, dude. It's a China... Why would I support a coin that is China controlled? Like, it's just stupid. It's beyond stupid that most people don't even acknowledge that investing in Bitcoin is investing in the Chinese economy. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, Lightning's not a horrible idea. It's just a failed idea. So it's like, it's stupid that people like try and say, oh, Bitcoin will scale because of Lightning. It's like, okay, Lightning's been being developed for half a decade now, and they haven't made any progress. It's dead. Why be forced off chain when we could increase block size to make a better BTC? The thing is, the crazy thing is too, is that the Lightning network, like the developers on Lightning have like boycotted increasing block size multiple times, and therefore it's not. Dude, it's not even 55% in China's shoe. It's like 70-some%. I think it's like, and not just 70% in China, 70% controlled by 4 specific mining, or no, Ethereum is 4. 3 specific mining companies in China. So it's completely controlled and it's completely centralized because mining is the decentralization aspect of Bitcoin, and by its very nature, it promotes centralization. So it's a piece of crap that proof of work is garbage. It's one of those things that was like brilliant in theory and concept, but in practice, it's trash because it failed to take into consideration the economics that would revolve around its own model. Whereas XRP, there's little to no incentive to even run a node, and so those people who choose to run nodes are typically taking a loss just for running the node, just for the opportunity. You know, they're paying just for the opportunity to help create a more decentralized ecosystem. So in that regard, XRP is actually in theory, it sounds like it shouldn't work because who would want to run a node? Yet in practice, it's showing the exact opposite. You know, so yeah, it's really interesting kind of dynamic that we're watching unfold, and it's bizarre to me that you know there are so many people that have been in this space like decades longer. You know, a decade, not really a decade, but like. At least like 6 years longer than me, and they don't see the writing on the wall with what's going on. That they don't see the writing on the wall with Bitcoin. Like, I'm surprised it took me freaking 5 years to realize what was going to happen with Bitcoin, but you know, I saw the writing and done, you know. Major resistance, fight XRP. Yeah, this range is going to be tough. Because this is a fib range. It's the that's the 7-8, right? I think it's either the 7-8 or the 6-5 or whatever it is. It's been so long since I did TA. I don't even remember what the actual fib ranges are. 6-1. Yeah, so we're testing the 6-1. So that's why it's struggling there. Well. We probably need to cool off first too because we're way overheated on the hourly. Like we're up to 87 on the hourly, guys. I think it's going to have to come down to 7, test the 70 on the fib, which would probably bring us back down to 20 cents. and then we could bounce from there to try and break back up. We'll see what happens though. Maybe it'll just cool off, like it'll go flat and cool off, and the price is gonna, the fib will come down and then it'll boost back. We'll see. Or it's just gonna climb right back up because, you know, XRP don't give no fucks. McAfee just tweeted he does not believe in BTC anymore. Lol. And I missed this 18 cent because of it. McAfee wants to probably make his own coin soon, that's why. Or pump Zcoin or something. I mean, McAfee's not been pro Bitcoin for quite some time, to be honest. He was talking about how Bitcoin failed all the way back in like July, I think. I saw a video of, I think I did a video clip from July actually, of where he was saying he's not really a fan of Bitcoin anymore. He sees altcoins like Ethereum and Cardano as being superior. He's actually been promoting Cardano over Bitcoin since the 2017 bull run, to be honest. So it doesn't surprise me that he's like being more and more vocal about not believing and not being a fan of Bitcoin. Yeah, he'll promote Monero till the day he dies, probably, because he's like hard on Monero. $100 per XRP, I hope. It'd be interesting. Might be time to buy in. All right, guys. Well, I've been streaming for an hour now, and I still have to record the news videos I'm gonna do for y'all today. But it was fun getting in here, chatting about price. If I get done recording my videos and the price breaks above this range, I'll come back on and do another live stream before I go to bed tonight and chat with you guys again. But it was a blast. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed the live stream, and I'll see all you guys in the next one on Mars. And give everybody a shout out here to everybody that's in the chat here. So Jack Rogers, Daniel Leach, Josh Reddy, Play Chiseltip, Paula Hugos, the XRP Waiter, Ragix, Shakir, Shu, glad to see you, brother, and Ryan Drayden, Holy Moly, and CryptoLink. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Nigel Brown also, saw you in the chat, bro. Hope you guys have a great evening, or great morning. I'll see you guys in our videos, right? Have a good one, guys. Yes, good night to everybody in Europe, and good morning to everybody in the US. See you later.